years. Okay, so till that years, okay, no one can withdraw that money. And what is the beneficiary here? People usually, if they deposit in the saving account, they can withdraw that money and they are getting interest also there. Then what is the speciality of this here? So if they give the fixed amount, fixed deposit, okay, in the middle they should not withdraw money and they will get more interest show you also the checks. Okay, so here checks means nothing but as whoever have the bank accounts. Okay, it's all depends on the bank system, and as well as the person maintenance system, they'll offer the checks. Okay, it's all depends on the account holder. Okay, if the account holder maintain the good transactions in their banks, or else if the account holder, if they deposit more money like that, so they'll offer the check also. Okay, so check receipt book they'll offer who bank persons. So in that check deposit books, okay, so they have like these papers are many. So, for example, if one of the business person wants to give 1 lakh person to the some of their employee, okay, so instead of giving the money, so that business holder write a check on his account checkbook. Okay, on his account checkbook, he will write that employer name and how much he wants to be transferred. Okay, like that all details write in that page, and he do his sign, and he give that paper, check paper to the that employee. So employee, if you want that money, so employee used to go to the bank and give that check. So the bank holders used to check that whether that check is valid or invalid, and all they will get check the information, and they'll give that money to that employee, how much they were written, no, so that they will give to that person. Okay, so this is called check. Here they gave the example of one transaction of the check also. Okay, so here, so this is the checkbook of State Bank of Hyderabad. Okay, whose check is this? Here they have written that here Kancharla Sujata, he is transferring the amount to the Kancharla Sujata. Actually this check is Suresh. Okay, Suresh check, just imaginary names they have given. Okay, Suresh check this is. Okay, so on his in this checkbook they have the all account number and all. Okay, they'll mention the date and the name, how much money they wants to be transferred, they have written here. Okay, same like this, understand, and later they have to do the sign, how they did the sign in their bank account. So same like that, this check holder has to do the sign, then only this check is become valid, understand. So this is about the check. Okay, so next one is about DD. Okay, DD means nothing but demand draft. Okay, demand draft. Okay, demand draft. So this is usually used as the immediate transaction of money. Okay, demand draft. So here, for example, here they gave an example of like a Shloka, a student. She applied for the intermediate admission. So for that she had to application along with the DD to the authorities. DD means paying the money to the banks. So that is in the form of like a DD, demand draft. Okay. So here, along with the DD form, she had to apply the application form. She had to keep the DD form also. So for the DD form, they'll ask for some more charges. Okay. So for example, if she want to be DD, that demand draft 1,000. Okay. So for that, additional some extra rupees like 30 rupees she have to pay. Okay, so but 1,000 rupees only there is a transaction, but the 30 rupees for the charges of immediately they did transaction from the bank, no, so for that they charge it. Okay, so here immediately transactions, that is called as demand draft. Okay, so it is not like the checks. Okay, you may think that the same like in the paper, the demand DD, and here the check same like no. Okay, and if they give this same like the check only, there is information everything they have to write here, and they have to keep this in the name of the application along with that, same like the how the checks in the banks. But of course here, if there is no funds in that bank holder, so the checks may be bounced or else the checks may be returned. Okay, but the DDs are not like that. Okay, the DDs are not like that. So that was the difference of the DDs and checks. interest to be paid by the interest get by the loan seekers, and interest paid to the people whoever deposited. Okay, so that is the main transaction of the banks. Okay, see here, and as well as, so bank usually get the deposits. Okay, so the people believes and the trust of the bank, at any time they want, they'll get that return of that money. Okay, they can withdraw that money, they have the trust, so they deposited their money in the banks. Okay, and here as well as, the banks used to give the loans. Okay, loans for the people, understand? So even for that, whoever taking the loans, especially for the, I told you know, to industrialists, and even for the business seekers, even for farmers. Okay, so whoever they pay the interest, right? So as well as these banks gives the loans to the government. Okay, see, banks also give the loans to the government, so, and earn some of the interest money. So that is that is with that money the bank will maintain all the charges, or else that is only the earnings of the banks. Okay, see, the interest earned on the loans given by the bank, it's a source of its revenue. Okay, so here there are loans are many types. Okay, so here loans, so in that loans there are many types of loans. Okay, so for example, if a student has taken the loan for continuation of their education, so that will be called as education loans. Okay, if anybody wants to buy a vehicle, okay, so that is called as like vehicle loan. If any person wants to build a house, that is house loans. Okay, and interest also varies from one loan to other loans. Okay, interest also on that amount, interest also vary, that means different from one kind of the loan to the other kind of the loan. For example, education loan, there was interest were very less, like that. Okay, and here they have given some examples of some kind of the loans who have taken, and how much they have taken, how they are paying also. Okay, see, Rahim. Okay, Rahim, he was a small farmer. He's a small farmer. Okay, he wants to grow paddy in his 4 acres. So for that he need money. Okay, like so 10,000 he took the crop loan as a money. Okay, for that he gave mortgage. That mortgage means nothing but takat too. Okay, mortgage that he's harvest. That means he promised that he have the land, he is doing the agriculture there, and after the harvest, that means after cutting of the crop, after sold of the crop, okay, after the harvest, he will pay the return that money. Okay, and after that harvest, so the Rahim will return the amount of the loan to the bank along with that interest. Okay, that is within 1 year duration. And next, Leela. Leela wants to buy a flat. Okay, so she take a housing loan from bank 8 lakhs, and she kept the mortgage on her own flat, all documents. Okay, so she is a worker, so usually whatever she will get earnings in every month, she used to pay some of the amount like a EMI. Okay, every month she used to pay some amount to the banks. So finally that how much she have taken the loan, no, so after completing of that all the money, so she can take back that her flat documents. Okay, so like that, and along with that interest also. And here Rohit, they have another example, Rohit. Okay, he is one of the employee in private organization sector. Okay, so he want to buy a vehicle. So for that he have taken the vehicle loan. So he also paid a monthly after he get the salary, and for that he asked 4 years of period. Okay, and another example they have given here, Shanta. She is one of the member of the SHG group, that means self-help groups. Okay, so actually, but she do not have she need money, she need loan, but she do not have any security assets. Okay, she do not have any assets to keep as the security. So these self help group members, they have all 10 members or 15 members, they have some groups. So So usually every month some amount used to pay back to the banks. So like this, the loans are varies and the loans are different. Many kinds of the loans are offering to the people, and that each kind of the loan have different types of the interest and different types of the tenure periods. See, for example, education loan, if they wants to pay more years also, there is a choice of like that. Okay, so like that, and here monthly, monthly some amount they want to pay as to complete their loans, no? So that is called as EMI. That means equi monthly installment. Okay, equi monthly installment. I think you heard EMI word, but this is the full form. Okay, equi monthly installment. Okay, understand? Equi monthly installment, EMI. Okay, understand? So next to see there about internet banking. Okay, next is about internet banking. Okay, so did you observe that? See, this is a form of EMI. You may can write down also. See? So next is about internet bank. Actually, for this all deposits or else taking of the loan, okay, even for taking of the loan. So people usually goes to the bank and they have to be, they usually have to wait in the queue line, and then only they have to do this work. But after the introduction of the internet bank into the society, there is no need of waiting in the banks to the people. Okay, and even in the banking system also they used the computerized system. So when they started computerized system, so the people no need of visiting the banks for any transactions. Okay, so if they applied for the internet banking in the on their accounts, okay, so if the bank will accept that internet banking on their accounts, so they can make the transactions from one bank holder, from a account holder to another account holder. Okay, so usually for example, if one of the person wants the money, okay, if he wants to transfer the money or else if he want to give them take the money, the person usually goes to the bank and they have to withdraw the money and have to give to some other person. Usually before, but after the invention of the internet banking, okay, so immediately by the computerized or else even internet banking we may can use in the mobiles also, right? So immediately they can be transaction the money to the some other account. This is nothing but we call as digital monetary transactions. Okay, digital monetary transactions, understand? So by introduction of this internet money, they can pay the any bill, okay, even EMIs, even EMIs to the banks also, okay, they can transfer by their system, by their computer system. If they log into their bank account, if they log into their bank account, okay, so they can pay the bills, they can pay the current bill, they can pay the phone bill, and they can pay the EMIs and the loans. Okay, and even they make transactions to the some other accounts also, okay, by using internet banking. Okay, and as well as nowadays the digital monetary transfers also the people are using nowadays by even by using like phone pay and PTM like Google Pay. Okay, so this is all called as like a digital monetary transfer. Okay, and here they gave one of the person's example. Usually these internet banking mostly the people used to buy in the business activities like industrialists and like entrepreneurs. Okay, like even some traders. Okay, so for they make easier their work. Okay, no need of waiting more hours there. Okay, can be done by the internet banking. Okay, here they gave one of the example here. Okay, see, before this internet banking, people usually goes to the banks to withdraw their money. Okay, so for that, the bank system again it can be some disturbance. So that's why they arranged that ATMs inside of the banks. Okay, or else nearby some areas they arranged some ATMs. Okay, so banks offered some of credit cards, debit cards to the bank, to the account holders. Okay, so by using that debit cards, okay, by using that debit cards, the people can the people can withdraw their money in the ATMs. ATM means automated teller machine. Okay, ATM means automated teller machine, not anytime money. Okay, automated teller machine. So banking with the account, if they have given the card, no, so by using their card they can withdraw that amount how much they need. Okay, from the ATM. Okay, here one of the person is doing that, he is withdraw the money from his by using his ATM card in the ATMs. Okay, by his so after the internet and again by the internet banking in the system only they can be do that transactions, but by the ATM they can withdraw the money. Okay, they can withdraw the money by using of some other needs and all, they can withdraw the money. If it is any transactions, they can go the internet banking by transferring of the funds. Okay, so here Mr. Raghu has an account in SBI of Secunderabad branch and has registered for online banking facility. Okay, and to pay his phone bill, and Mr. Raghu logs into the SBI website and entering his username and password and select option on online payment to phone bill, and enters a phone number and amount to be paid, and the amount will be debited from the SBI account and invoice also will be generated. Okay, so immediately after paying, of course directly it's not processed, there is a special codes also for each holder. Okay, so that is created by the account holder only. Okay, so after login to that we can pay that, and immediately it got debited from the account. Okay, and so that information also will get by the messages. Okay, and even it's all in detail information is there in the account information. Okay, so these paying bills by online saves time and energy, and also that ensures that bills are paid in time. Okay, understand? So that is about the internet banking. Okay, and see there, here they have given some digital payment options. Okay, digital payment options, I told you know digital monetary transfers. So here you see there NEFT. Okay, see some of the abbreviations and how they use that all they have given here. NEFT, National Electronic Funds Transfer. Okay, and next and see there RTGS, real time gross settlements, IMPS, immediate payment service, UPI, unified payment interface. Okay, and USSD, unstructured supplementary service data, and RuPay cards. Okay, so these are all are the digital payment options. Okay, digital payment options. Okay, I think you all understood about this lesson, and you all have to learn these all abbreviations, EMI, ATM and all, and now you all knows about all the banking systems, right?